It was really moving, I mean, we had people walking up to us and kind of thanking us, and there was this guard and this other cleaner from a washroom who walked up and he thanked most of us there. And he was like, not too many people think about cleaners in the washrooms and people in the hospitals and stuff. And I thought that if you did not have these people in place and stuff, you can imagine the state of affairs of the hospital or your offices or your washrooms or your malls and stuff. So I had shared over a year that every person has a role to play, and it's not like a sweeper or a cleaner doesn't have a role. It's not like a doctor doesn't have a role. And it's not like only the department heads or the marketing team or the beautiful faces or people around are playing a role. It's also these people. And it was so nice to see and add joy and smiles to those faces. And I think this is one of those days I felt blessed, and one of my, like I said, visions and acts has happened. And my realization is that where there's a will, there's a way. We've grown up following that, and we've grown up imbibing that. And now I think this is a lesson I've learned, and that's my takeaway and my realization: where there's a will, there's a way. And when you have a will, the way will find you, and it can be the other way around. So stay determined and stay strong and be persistent. And just because certain things are not happening doesn't mean they cannot happen. So we need to get out of this space of our bad experiences, and we need to move into a positive space of thinking about what can go right. So every time you take an action or you make a plan or an idea, avoid getting discouraged by what other minds have to talk about, and try hanging around and being around people who believe in the positive and who believe in certain things that can happen. And you realize that you'll feel more enthused and you'll feel more charged up and stuff. And this is where probably mentors step in or doers stop in. And this is where positive psychology and having a chat with people who believe in ideas and goals happens. So, dropping the whole act of just talking about people and what they did to you, what they could have done, or what is going wrong, and all that is all jazz. So, dump it, move on, talk about work, talk about action, talk about the beauty on this planet, talk about what you want to do next, talk about your plans, talk about your visions, talk about your ideas, and hang in positive spaces and stuff, because you realize that over the years also the home environment has a role to play. So sometimes you feel that being just in the home environment or being around certain people will only bring out the best in you and stuff, but that is like a very narrow way of being. So if you really want to test your boundaries and test what is the better in you, then try and spend more time in different spaces, challenge yourself. Even I do that. Certain times I think that there are certain people from a different world or a different community or a different school of thought. How am I going to kind of be a part of it and all of that? But then I just take the first step and I try and connect, and I just try and put in my energy and effort to get to know them. So this is how it works. So rather than thinking about what could go wrong, what is it? The worst is that they're not going to respond to your message, they're not going to respond to your email, they're not going to meet up and stuff. But try focusing on what could go right. What if they responded to your email? What if they responded to your message? What if they equally wanted to meet you and stuff? So give it a shot, give it your best. And if it doesn't happen, you can take countless number of shots. That's the beauty of the day. That's the beauty of life and stuff. You get different shots all the time. And making mistakes and failures is a part of life and stuff. So rather than focusing on what went wrong or what has gone wrong, focus on what you can make right, and focus on your strengths and stuff. And this is where the crux of all of that lies. This is not PR, this is not marketing, this is not branding. This is basically how to be in life and stuff, even in personal situations. We have relationships where we are focusing on the negatives or the bads of people and stuff. Maybe we should give up that habit and focus on the positive, because if you're consistently discussing negative, you're going to make the environment and the person negative in your head. And negative is certainly looking for negative. And if you try and be on positive, there is so much of emphasis on positivity and feel good and stuff. If you focus on that, you can imagine your life is going to be a lot more better. And by no means am I saying that negative people are not welcome and negative people do not have to be cared for and stuff. But the point is, this is about selective participation, you know. So if you love yourself and if you really kind of want to feel great in life and stuff, try and being a part of something which is positive, you know, because this is one life and we cannot mess with it, okay? So if you've been a part of negative environments or negative cultures or negative experiences and stuff, please love yourself enough and go and get help. Talk to therapists, talk to counselors, you know, talk to people who can understand, and talk to people who are experienced enough and who have degrees also, because sometimes your family members and relatives do not understand where you're coming from, and you'll get a neutral you know, take on that. And try avoiding the history of one of the royals, you know, of UK. Please avoid making your life like that, you know, where therapy has just messed up the whole childhood and the whole relationship, and work scenario and stuff. So try and also research about people you're going to speak and stuff. Maybe some mentors, maybe some guides, maybe some gurus, maybe some consultants and stuff. So thank you everybody for all your messages and email and stuff. And please avoid messaging me after working hours and stuff. If I don't know anybody, I do not encourage those messages. I do not message and I do not talk to people I don't know after a certain time. And I just simply am pushed to kind of block people and stuff, which I hate doing, but that's the way it is. I guess I learned it the hard way. So that's the advantage of Facebook as well. So wishing everybody a very happy Diwali and a great new year ahead. And Christmas is going to be around the corner in a month or so. So let's look at the positives and the great times you're going to be looking at in a few days. So love and luck. Bye bye. Cheers. I'm on jashinkapani.im@gmail.com. Bye bye. Take care.